In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use a little utility called Couturier. Now, if you found this video on YouTube, I'll provide a link below. I'm not going to show you how to install it, but here's the link the link to downloading the program and how to install it, the illustrated instructions. Then I show you illustrated instructions on how to use the program for merging and combining PDF files and image files into a PDF. Now let me minimize this and I'll show you how to use the program. Now in my case, I have it in my office under Applications in Office, and I'm using Ubuntu MATE 18.04. Now here's the program Couturier. When you load the program, it chooses a default icon for your PDF viewer that you have on your system. So your icon may be slightly different. Now what you do is you have a little plus, a little minus, and a little clear. The plus is where you can add files or images to this list here. Here's where you name it before you combine them, and here's where you can add a password so that you can password protect your file and your location where you're going to save the file at. So let's add some files. I'm going to go to my documents, my educational file. I'm going to choose both of these files. So I clicked on the first one, then held the shift key down and pressed the down arrow. I press the open button and it puts the two icons. That's the first one and that's the second one. You can have as many as you want in this list. Now when I hit the combine key or combine button, it's going to place it on my desktop by default. You can actually change to the folder. In this case, I'm in Tommy Documents Education. I'm not in the Pics folder. I can actually put it in the same folder. So I can go to my drop down, I can go to Other, I can choose my Documents Educational, then I can put it in the same as here. Now I don't want it to overwrite those files, so what I can do is, instead of saying page 1 and page 2, I can say rename and copy this right here and then paste it so it puts that third file here. Now I could have left it as Documents All. That's the default name for the combined files, but I'm having trouble selecting here. I just want to select all of these, paste it, and then there's the file name. So there's the PDF extension, and then there's the beginning of the file. Now I can put a password protect it, but for right now I'm not going to. And when you're finished, you hit combine. And it immediately, when it combines it, it will open up in your default PDF viewer. In this case, my default PDF viewer is PDF Studio. I've been using for the last few days, and it works great. And here's the two files. There's the first file and there's the second file. So if you scroll through here, and what's on the file is not as important as it combined both files with no problems. As you can see, the little thumbnails of both of those. I could have hundreds or thousands of files and it would combine them in the order that I selected them. Now another thing I didn't really show, if you had a lot of files in this program, you can click on one and hit minus to remove it from that list. Now if I had the list and I was completely finished with it, I could hit this right here to clear the list out, so that if I chose the wrong set of files, I could clear it out. Now you're not just restricted to combining PDF files. See, there's my first PDF file, and when I click onto it, you're going to see over in the left hand side, let this load. I apologize for the speed of it. As you can see, that's the note, the first page of the note, and it's just one page, and then the other page was here. So both of those are the combined, and that's the combination of both of those. But you can not only combine PDF, you can combine images into a multiple page PDF file as well. You do the same thing. You come here, you go to where the images are. In this case, they're in my Pics folder. I'm going to choose all of those, and it's going to place them in the order that you selected them. Hit open. Now unlike the PDF file that give you a little thumbnail, this gives you a thumbnail of the image, and it tells you the name of the picture, each picture. Now you can remove them, and I'm not going to. You can just highlight and click on this one and it would take that picture out, but I want to show you that it can combine more than two. Now I'm just going to leave the name Documents All, and I will change it from desktop into the folder that it's in. So I'm going to Educational, Pics. When I hit open, that set my folder in Pics. Now this time I will say show password. I'm going to give the password of 1, 2, 3, 4, and that way you can see it on here. Now if someone's standing over your shoulder, you probably don't want to say show the password. I'm going to combine them, and it's going to immediately open in my default PDF viewer, but it should prompt me for a password. Hit combine. It's opening up PDF Studio Viewer, and it should prompt me for the password. I'm going to enter 1, 2, 3, 4, hit OK, and here it loaded up my great-grandpa. And my great-grandpa owned a grinding mill where he ground flour, and this is some of the instruments that he used in his grinding mill. And this was way before I was born. He made cornmeal. He had a cornmeal factory, and these are some images that was taken of him in his grinding mill. So not only can you merge standard PDF files, you can merge images together into a PDF file. And this is great if you're working on web pages and you're putting things on web pages. Like my notes, if I chose some questions from a textbook, and if they're copyrighted questions and I was to put them on my educational website, I would probably want to password protect it so that I wouldn't get in trouble. Now you can see up here in the title that it says secured, indicating that I had to use a password to open this document. But now keep in mind, if you're password protecting your documents and you're sharing them with someone else, they need to know your password in order to open your document. And as a precautionary thing, you might not want to use a password that you normally use for things that you use personally, because if you're sharing your password or others, they might have access to something that you don't want them to have access in the future. But that's as simple as this program is. It's a little program, but it works great at what it does. It just merges PDF files, multiple PDF files into one PDF file, or multiple images into one PDF file. So that is the Couturier in a nutshell. It's a simple tool. It works great, and hopefully this has helped you understand how to use that tool. And if you've never seen this before, hopefully you'll give it a try, and it will become something that you will use on a need-to as-need basis. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you, and have a great day.